Hi guys, welcome back to another Semprinter TV video. In today's video, myself and Bilal Mirza are going to react to Inter's 5-0 win over Shakhtar Donetsk in the Europa League semi-finals.
Hey Cammy, thank you so much for having me on. It was a brilliant first half for Inter fans all over as Inter finished the half 1-0 lead. Going into this match, we knew Shakhtar were going to be a tricky opponent, Conte himself calling them the most difficult side that they have faced in this competition yet. And that was accurate. Despite them lacking a physical presence in the attack, they make up for that with the brilliance of their wingers and the speed and precision with which they execute their attack through the middle. And it was going to be very tricky for Inter to not give up any spaces in the back, because keeping up with this side on man-on-man defense, it is going to be hard. So Inter moved very methodically, pressed in numbers, tracked back in numbers. It was a brilliant setup tactically, loved every bit of it. And as part of pressing them high into their own half, it led to turnovers, number of time creating scoring opportunities for us, and that is how we ended up getting our first goal as well. It was a brilliant cross from Nicolo Barella to center of the park, where Lukaku had dragged away the defenders, creating spaces and opportunity for Lautaro Martinez to come in and get a glancing header. Absolutely nothing the goalkeeper could have done about it, and the defenders as well. Brilliant first half, nothing to complain about. Absolutely spot on from Conte.
Some really good points raised there, Bilal. As for the second half, I felt this was verging on the perfect performance, if you like. We absolutely hammered Shakhtar in the end. 4 goals in this half, and what a way to kind of set ourselves up for the Europa League final on Friday, which will be against Sevilla. The half kind of started similar to how the first half was, in the sense that Shakhtar kind of dominated proceedings in terms of controlling possession, but at the same time they didn't really do anything with that. Around the 60th minute mark, they kind of got their first real big chance of the game, but they fluffed their lines. Their striker headed it right at Handanovic, only from a few yards out, and he really should have scored that. Such is football. Moments later, we went up the other end. Danilo scored a header, put us 2-0 up, and after that, I guess you'd kind of say the floodgates opened. Lautaro would score a second goal, then Romelu Lukaku would follow up with our 4th and 5th goal to take his tally for the season up to 33. As I say, pretty much the perfect performance. We really couldn't have asked for much more from this. Really good, just kind of in general, lots of clinical finishing. Shakhtar, we all know, were a really good attacking team heading into this game. We've seen that in the quarter-final against Basel, that they know how to attack, but the defence was absolutely top-notch tonight, stifled Shakhtar pretty much all game long, and we're now thankfully looking forward to a Europa League final and a first European final in 10 years, which is absolutely massive for the club. I would typically move on and say this is the top and flop section for the video, although tonight there was no flop. It was the perfect performance, so there's just going to be a top tonight, and that top for me was Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro, as I said, and as Bilal mentioned, he scored twice tonight, a good head and a really good curling finish. Much like the kind of Lautaro that we've come to know and love, and one that we've not seen all that often since the kind of season got back underway in June. This was Lautaro Martinez, an absolutely top performance from him. Hopefully this is the kind of turning point for him, given his recent kind of up and down form. And I feel I've also got to give a shout out to Lukaku, who of course scored 2 goals. He's now only 1 goal away from matching the goal tally that Ronaldo managed in his debut season for the club, so that would be a fantastic achievement if he managed to grab himself a goal in the final, which, fingers crossed, we managed to go all the way and win.